If you have any questions, please type on the chat, and Devin and Killen, who are my supporters, will actually raise your questions, and we collectively will try to answer all your questions. So Devin, could you please introduce yourself? I forgot to do that in the beginning.
Oh gosh, no problem, Lilith. Of course. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope you're staying healthy and well. My name is Devin Werble. I work for 3CSN full-time as one of their regional coordinators here in Los Angeles and also statewide. I teach English and linguistics at LA Valley College and have been in the LACCD for a number of years. Thank you all so much for your time and energy being with us today, and we hope you get a lot out of today's session. Thank you.
And Killen?
Hi, everybody. I am Keelan Koning. I am from 3CSN as well. I am the communications coordinator, and I also teach English at Cal State Northridge, and I'm just super excited to be here with all of you right now. I learned a lot yesterday, and I'm looking forward to learning and sharing, and also, of course, sharing some things that I know as well with all of you today.
Thank you. Thank you, Killen. And Devin, you are wonderful. And I hope you can support our participants here more. So on my screen, you see the theory of change in a time of change, and I have left it for a long time, so you have probably managed to read. If not, we're going to share the recording with you. Maybe if you're interested, you can read that through further. So this session in this session we have a specific goals, and one of them is to learn and practice using Canvas tools in order to meet teaching, learning, and participation goals online, and to collaborate and support one another. Before we go deeper, we're going to take a few moments to make transparent and explicit some of the ground rules we want to agree on for our learning community today. So we recommend you that you take a moment to reflect upon what has worked well in the past for you when learning in an online environment. And if you have some ideas, please share that on the chat. But for the sake of time, we decided that we want to bring in other thoughts and other rules that in other workshops people have shared with us, and have some ground-based rules. If you have something to add, just type it in, and Devin and Killen will help me to raise that. So first thing that we want you to do, raise hand digitally or in chat to signal a question. If you don't know where the chat, you go, where to raise your hand is just go to the participants, and the chat window will split into half, and then the first thing you see, it's a raise hand. So that's how you can raise your hand. Assume best intentions with large group online dialogue. Yeah, I think I don't want to go deeper on it. If you have any questions, what we mean by best intentions, you can type it in, or if what you think best intentions are, also type it in. So be mindful of time when adding a comment. Annotate, describe your actions for those with limited viewing ability or audio only options. So is there anything that we want to add to these ground rules? Devin and Killen, what you see? Are people typing anything?
Not right now.
So if you guys are agreeing with this, give me a thumb on on the reaction where is next to the chat, where chat button on the bottom of your screen. Give me thumbs up if you're okay with this. Okay. Nobody gives me a thumbs up, so you're not okay with this? Okay, Teddy Bear gave us a thumbs up. I'm sorry, it's not. and Marie gave us. And I think everyone is agreeing. So let's move on. If you really have something against to these rules, just type in the chat, and people will let me know about that. So those were our community agreements. Now let's build the knowledge, okay? So we have 3 goals for our students when they're learning online. So the first thing we wanna do is guide, connect, observe, and evaluate student learning. So it's very important that guidance is very clear, and how you would connect, it's clear, and how would you observe and evaluate, it also needs to be clear for in an online environment. I mean, face-to-face too, but we need a little bit extra effort online, because sometimes how should I put this? Translation is lost in kilobytes when transforming your, or in the air or something like that. I just invented that statement. So 2 quick reminders: they are more nervous than you are, the students. They have varied levels of skills and levels of access. Simple is good, clear is important. Yesterday, you know, as all of us just find a moment, we look at the news to see what is happening. I was watching CNN, and, you know, on the hour when they changed the reporters, one came out and said like, oh, I'm working from home. We are all working from home, and we have all these big satellites in our yards or in front of our houses. We're trying different things. Please be patient. So I thought, if the CSN people can say that, why shouldn't we? And why should we be worried about it? It just kind of gave me so much relief that I don't have to be perfect, being a perfectionist. So keep that in mind. And students help a lot too. Some of them are really tech savvy as well, and they're very kind.
Yes.
So let's move forward. So what does it mean to guide students in an online course? So it means use Campus. First, to guide them, you need to use Campus email. Well, okay, not you need to. We recommend use Campus email to tell them to go to Canvas. So second, link to your college's webpage for how to use Canvas for the first time, password, help, etc. And so distant ed department usually has lots of videos, directional tutorials, and they are there to help they have a support. So reach out individually on email to make sure that they are able to log in, folks able to, and that happens only one time. So another thing, how do I organize for guiding students? How do I organize the content online? Second question is, how do students find their assignments? So it's a kind of a backwards design. So when you have questions and you want to answer those questions yourself when you're setting up your courses. So first of all, we recommend, or from the experience, we know that it's easy when students have the content organized in modules. And so on Canvas, you can create modules. So what does it mean to create the modules, or what are the functions? So you can create or organize your material or create the modules in terms of the content, in terms of the weeks or categories of the content, like assignments, lectures, readings, and questions. So think of modules as being a holder of the matter that you have and you want them to. It's like pretty much, it's like for me, what I organize my modules, it's like, I want you to be in this module in this period of time and do everything in the module that is asked. So there is a discussion, assignment, whatever. So all that stuff, and it's a week work, or it could be 2 weeks work, depending what you mean with the module. So modules can be built, published, but restricted on date to open. You could leave everything open, or you can have modules to open at a certain time, which means you can prepare and edit the modules on the way while people are working on the previous modules. You could also have a prerequisite of the second module to open, to go to the next module with the prerequisite of completing the first module. That is also a good option if your content is built on the top of each other. Well, now let's make a module. So for that, I have to stop sharing my screen. And I'm gonna go to my browser. Well, I have to start sharing again. So far, do you guys have any questions that I can respond to while I am opening my browser? So share, and then let's see. Okay, so let's say I want to create a module. Okay, so how do you create a new module? So you open your shell, and then here, okay, so this is the home button, or you can just go to modules like that. And I made in a way that my home is the modules, and then create a new module by clicking on this plus button. Okay, so let's name the module. Let's say you want to have the module to be named as week, and you want this week to be called introductions, for example, introductions. And I'm going to lock it until, which Canvas says you lock this module until the date you want it to be opened. So I'm gonna make it open on, I like to open the modules like 2 days before I want them to start working on it, so people can be ahead of the readings and stuff. So it doesn't matter, I'm just gonna choose April 9th, for example, and I'm gonna say 11:59, for example, 59, oops, PM, which means practically it's Friday the 10th will open it for me. So add a module. Okay, so now I have a module. Now what I need to do, I have to put stuff in the module. So what I can do, first of all, if you have a module, there is nothing in there. You can, let me see, you can actually duplicate a module. So see, if you click on these 3 arrows, three dots, right now, you can find this duplicate button and say, you create, see, I created a module that says week 1, introductions, copy. So I'm gonna click again on the 3 dots, edit, and then first of all, I'm gonna change this N to a lowercase, and then let's say I wanna do week 3, update a module. So now I have a, oh, I had to change them, copy into something else. I can do edit, take this copy. Let's say, I'm gonna say galaxies, update. Okay, so now I can, let's say I wanna create another module. I wanna show you something, that's why I'm duplicating again. So, but then I'm creating this edit, creating a new one. I'm gonna call it stars and call it week 2. And you can add a prerequisite. I'm gonna add select a module, week 1 introductions to be a prerequisite, and lock until whatever date it is, let's say 16th of April update. Okay, so when I look at my modules, I see week 1, week 3, and week 2, they are actually not in order. So you could do this. You could click on this one when this cross sign comes, drag to reorder the modules. You can just pull it up, okay? And you can actually here see written, the module will unlock April whatever. Okay, so this is how you create a module. Now, how can you get a content into the modules? So for example, you wanna create bring a file in a module. So you click, okay, so one more time, there's a plus button, you click plus, and then you bring a file. So apparently I have no files in here. I'm gonna click new file and then choose file. And then I'm gonna go to desktop. Okay, so I'm sorry. Whatever it is, I'm gonna just, I did my census, so I'm gonna no, I don't want to upload it, sorry. So you can choose this and then add item, it will. So, or you can go here and let me, I just wanna show you, now everyone has my, sees my desktop, that is, let's see. Lecture 1. Okay, so lecture 1 PowerPoints. Open, and then add item. Okay, so I don't want the lecture 1 to be in a week 1, but it could be right here. For example, you can move things around. As you can see, it came green. If you don't want students to see it, you unpublish it. You can unpublish it, or you can make it only available to students with the link, or you can schedule the student availability when you want to. So I am now gonna make it unpublish and unpublish button. So it is unpublished. So let's say I want students to see week 1. You click here, it's published. You click here, it is published. Okay. So do you guys have any questions so far? So one thing that I suggest to do, I want to show you one ready course that I already have done before. Let me see, courses. I want to go to my old courses to show you how I organized my my classes. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm just looking for the appropriate one. Okay, this is the one I want to show you. Well, here I organized not by week because it's an online class, because I have Canvas courses for as a companion class, a companion site for my face-to-face classes. I also have online classes. This is my online classes. For the, I organized this one as units. And as you can see, my units go with different names of the content that I wanted to. Like I really didn't want them to do unit 2 and unit 3. So I jumped from unit 1 to unit 4, opened them up. So what I recommend, or we recommend, or I like, is when you do learning goals and outcomes at first. So let's say students read the goals and then they can click the next button in the module. And so they can go ahead and see the next page. And this is my welcome message to them. And then the next page, it will give them to look through the syllabus of my course. And then we can click on the next page. And I like to give Canvas basics, which is probably the tutorials that I took from our distant ed courses and found some other places. So, it is important to tell students that there is a Canvas app and they can use the app on their phone. So this is my first discussion. They need to go do some discussions. I don't want to show you what my students have written, but we'll come back on building some discussions deep later on the courses when we deep dive on certain particular specific places for Canvas. So like when you do discussions, it's very important that you have complete directions. I like to give them the directions on how many words and how many words for the post and how many words for response, because they tend to say, oh, I agree and stuff like that, and one sentence is not enough. This is the instructions, and I give them questions to answer. For the rest of the discussions, I usually make them read something and discuss some stuff, and that's where I kind of control how many words they have. So the next thing I want to do with them in the beginning, in introduction, is setting the norms. Setting norms, building a learning community, the stuff that I did with you guys. So when I tell them suggest a community norm, and they make this stuff and I give them a direction on the left pane, you have these collaborations you might have. If you don't have it, you could just put an external link in there. Collaborations, and it will take you to a Google Doc or something that is there. So free online web tool like Google Docs are an excellent place to put. So if your Canvas at your school doesn't allow these collaborations, you can create a Google Docs on the site. And then put an external link in here, and it will just work like that. So I saw some questions were coming out, or some something chatted. Is there a question I can quickly?
No, we were asking if they had any questions, but.
See my PowerPoint?
Pardon?
Do you see my PowerPoint?
Yep. Oh, your PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay, so that's funny how I can switch back and forth, right? So pretty much whatever is on slide, I already showed you how you can organize your modules. And let's see, how do you connect now? How do I connect students to our course content and readings? How do I move my assignment sheets and handouts online? How can I utilize and integrate with resources along my textbook content? So to do that, you can create a content page and add a content to the module. So what is a content page? The function of that is organizes digital files, text, multimedia, written information, and Canvas links within the Canvas, and it is collapsed, is called a page. Page is a crummy name for this function. Think of it like a manila folder you can write on and fill. Pages can hold anything you want them to, okay? So pages, a set of readings for unit, let's say 2, instructions on the required readings, handouts that accompany the readings for unit, a video from YouTube, reminders on due dates and assignments for unit 2, overview content for unit 2, PowerPoints or lectures, or you can just simply, it's up to you how you organize your content. Let's make a page and put some stuff on it. If you can, open your Canvas shell. If you can follow me. If not, let's watch together. So,
okay, so we do actually have one question.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Hardeep. What are your views on using Canvas for my beginning high ESL students with limited experience with technology?
My experience, I don't know the experience with the ESL. I have my mom who is an ESL student, 65 years old, and she is freaking out. She has a computer, but she doesn't know, and she keeps calling me and asking, and she's in Glendale College, and she's like, I am so worried how I'm gonna do these classes. I said, Mom, don't worry, you're 65 years old. If you don't do it, I mean, and this is the best advice I can give. If you can't do it, just forget about it, and you know, will you start again? Because she doesn't need to transfer. She's doing it for, but I know many students are worried too. Killen and Devin, do you have any suggestions, anything?
Yeah. Do you mind if I chime in real fast? So
Please, go
we were
ahead.
having a conversation with some faculty members who came to our regional summit last Friday, so almost a week ago. And
Hold on one second, Devin. Can everybody hear her okay?
can everybody hear me okay? Do I sound too far away?
You're just a little bit muffled, but you might be okay.
Okay. So basically what we decided with ESL students is the more videos that you can do, to close caption videos as well, to use more online tools and less modules with a ton of text. It's best. Oh, and someone else is saying, Ms. Frias, I teach ESL 2. I did a Canvas Zoom meeting where I taught students how to log on to Canvas and use the technology by sharing the video. That's brilliant. Yes, thank you so much for sharing. So the more you can do with videos, make sure you close caption them, show them the process of learning the technology. I think that that is super, super helpful. And do your best. And like Lilith said, some people are gonna be, they're gonna do great. It's going to be a learning curve. Others, we may lose them for now, and we have to be okay with that. It's going to be a tough thing to lose people, but we'll get them back once we get through this strange time, right? So I hope that's helpful. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, my mom is not giving up. She's 65 and she's not giving up. She keeps asking, and I told, it's just like she doesn't live with me. So, and I can't leave my house. I don't recommend her to leave her house, and I don't want to visit her to help her, although I know that she wants really help. So, but we will try our best. Maybe she can get through it if I Skype with her or Zoom with her. Who knows? I can try to do that.
1 second. Would that be a topic that that you all would like to see a session about?
Say yes.
Or next week, if you can type it in the chat, if you're interested in, if you think that would be a useful topic, using this technology with ESL students or ELL.
Or something to Killen's question.
I agree with you, Hardeep. I think that we want to think, and we are going to be next week focusing on a lot of, okay, great. So we'll go ahead and put that hopefully on the on our calendar for hopefully next week or the week after. So make sure to keep looking at our 3csn.org website, where we are updating basically daily with new topics that you all are surfacing, which is wonderful. Bless you, Devin. So yes, we agree. So we're also focusing, I saw your comment about don't want to lose any students once they start online classes, and you know, we're totally with you on that. So there are some other sessions that we're going to be working on, you know, kind of retention things and some tools like, you know, a lot of it is about what Lilith was saying at the beginning, which is, you know, about like just kind of reframing. And Lilith has sent some beautiful, beautiful emails that she showed us to her students, like really comforting them. And so sometimes those things that they might be used to, which is like getting that email from you, can help to set the stage. And like, we're all in this together. I'm not perfect. I don't necessarily know all these things either. We're figuring it out together. And, you know, we're a community. And so, you know, kind of the way that we frame it is also the way that we're modeling for our students to handle things too, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's go back to our business and create a page. Okay, so I'm gonna bring again my Canvas page and share with you. And okay, so I'm gonna go back to the class I was working with, and I think I was working on my brand new class that is starting in April 15, I think. So what is it? So creating a page. So let's say you want to create a page. There are two ways of doing. So if you go ahead and click on this plus button, you can add, automatically it brings the assignments. There is these arrows that you can choose, and then you can create a page. So it can be create a home page, add an item. Keelan, this is how you create a home page. Remember last time we asked?
Yeah.
So, and then you click on this home page, for example. Oh, oops, this is my home page.
Yeah,
So
that's the one that we made in the last session. Are you excited about that? Cute.
yeah. So, okay. So that was not the correct thing to do to teach you how to make a page. So let's try again. So create a page, a new page, and then let's call the page name is welcome. Welcome page, welcome message. So you're adding this welcome message, and then well, as you can see, these two pages are created in a module. I don't want the first one. I'm gonna delete that, remove it. It doesn't remove, it just removes from the modules, but that page is still here. When you go on the left pane, click on pages, you still have your page when you remove from the modules. Remember, the modules are places where you can hold the stuff. So if I want this to be temporarily removed, I will go to the pages. I don't want this home page. I'm gonna click on this and click delete. So, and it is like with red, are you sure? Yes, I am sure. And that's it, I'm done. So I'm gonna go back home, and I like working from the home page and modules so I can see the entire course in my, on my view. And so I'm gonna click on the welcome message, and then it will take me to the pages. As you can see on the left side is the same thing as having the pages. So why use pages instead of uploading PDF files? Because what I remember, PDF files, the DSPS office told me that you cannot do PDF file because they don't use the immersive reader or something like that. But as you can see, there is this immersive reader. So for the compliance with DSPS, it's nicer to do it. So I can click edit here, and then I can start making my welcome page. So welcome to Physics 22. This class is hard, but you got it.
Does everyone know how to use the HTML editor feature?
Well, you need, I don't want to go there.
No, got it. Okay.
So HTML, if you know how to use HTML editor, this is what you do. You click on that and everything goes in here.
So you
like
can just paste, yeah, you could just paste like a YouTube video in there. That's the thing that I use.
But let's not go there. This is Canvas.
Got it, sorry. Sorry to keep you on a track. Okay.
You know the language.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Yes. So welcome. Okay. And then this is this. And then let's say I want to put a cute picture here. So you see the bars here. For example, let's see if I want to change the font for this. Here's a font size. I can change to 24. I can change the color. Where is the color? Here. So let's say I want to make it red. Oops, that's the wrong place. I always mix this up. I don't want this highlighted colors. I want this as a red, for example. and then let's say I want to put a picture. So you could use a URL picture, for example. You can, let's say, if I want to go here and find physics picture. So on Google, and then I'm gonna do images, and let's say I wanna put this beautiful picture for my, not this one, sorry, this is wrong. I think you could do open image in a new tab. So it will go here. I'm gonna click on this, control copy, or copy that on my screen where I am. I'm right here. So click here, paste it, and update. There you go. This just takes directly, and I have no problem with with compliance or something. Now, how can I change? Can I change the sizes? I think I can. Okay, so here is the little
Drag the
corners, and then it's always good to take from one corner and make it small. So this is one option of bringing a picture. And then another option is to go to Flickr, and those are free pictures, and then find physics, for example. And let's see what it gives us. I like this picture, for example, and you can add some text and the decorative image, and let's say I'm gonna just go whatever suggestion. Here's the next picture that comes from also, this is such a cute picture, okay? So the next thing you can do is adding a video. Let's say you wanna add, insert, and embed a video here, right? So you could, let's say general, you could do the source. This has changed for me. I have no idea how to do this, but let's say I go to my YouTube channel, for example. I wanna find some, okay, this is a good thing. So you go to your YouTube, and then on YouTube, is it here? So, or here. Not here, not there. Let's see. Somehow, because I'm sharing my screen.
Based on electromagnetic induction.
Okay, so let me stop this. There is a code that you can embed. Can someone help me real quick? Where is the code? Share. Okay, when you say it says it says share.
Mm-hmm.
So embed. Oh, this is the HTML thing that you can do, but forget this. So where is my share? Share. You can copy this link and then go back to your welcome page and general and source.
But it looks like it's actually allowing you to embed it. Can we try it?
Yeah, so I have a video in here. Let's try it again with the embed.
Oh my gosh, that looks so much better than what we have on at Northridge. This is so cool.
Share. Someone typed something. I saw a chat coming in.
Can I add the video from Zoom to Canvas pages?
Zoom.
Yes.
Okay.
If you save it, you have to record it. It has to be your own. You have to record it. And then you'll put it in there.
So this is how you embed a video, or you can just embed a link here. Let's see, first of all, you wanna know where you wanna insert the link. So you can do type something and then insert a link. So you could just go ahead, let's say you wanna insert NASA GovMars, for example. So I wanna insert this page. I'm gonna copy this one, copy, and then go here. I'm sorry for being and pasted in here. And so insert a link. Where? Well, see, this is not good. So what I can do, I can double click or right click, or go back to the link. It will bring it back. So update the link. That's weird that usually it will give you changing, but you can do in here. Just experimenting is good. So let's say I like to do NASA. Okay, so this is the link. And then let's say save. Okay, this is how my page looks like. I have a welcome to physics. This class is blah, blah, blah. And then those are the pictures. This is the video, and this is the NASA website. So if I click on that, it's a link. It's gonna take me an external web page. Okay, so can I add any slides? Yes, you could. Okay. Am I missing anything else from creating a page?
I don't think so. Just maybe how you I use it for different things. So I use it as my main page, and then I also like using the pages for things like making a digital book. So I have my grammar and style guide is in a page. So so those things like that, there are a lot of different uses for it.
That's right. I can show, I use that too once for my other courses. I want to show it to you too. So let me see how it looks like when I have several pages.
So while you're doing that, Lilith, really quickly, I wanted to share that we just got an email about the Canvas phone help hotline. And it's not as wonderful as, you know, talking to us in person. In our virtual persons, let's say virtual personhood. But you can have 24-hour-a-day support, and I'm just pasting in the information here into the chat. So that's the Canvas phone help hotline, 24 hours a day in case you have any questions or need help in the night. They'll be able to support you.
Okay, thank you. Here's my digging deeper, one of the pages I created for my class. You can see this is how I made as a book page. So making projections with certain things. I have submitted some graph, exponential projection. I have some examples here. Not the best. I'm a perfectionist. I don't like this, but I could have done. But see how you can make a math stuff in here if you're a math, and then click next. The next page comes on. This actually, the next page is my assignment that I created. So maybe I should show how to do math formula on a page. Let's say I go back to my welcome page and I want to create some kind of mathematical expression. I don't know if any people are here, some math people, but you never know. So here's the insert math equation button here. So you can click on that and it gives you very familiar thing. So let's say I want to put, I don't know, I equals sum MR, and then I want to do square. So people probably who are in math, they know this sign. The triangle from the calculators goes to and insert equation. So there you go. I have an equation. So this is how you can make your students also to type in the text. So they have that options as well. And there are lots of things you can bullet list some stuff, for example, and then bullet list this one also, something like that. You can change the bullets to 1 and 2 and make it from a little bit from inside and play with it. Oh, there is this button, check accessibility.
Yeah.
And so another option is very good that you can add to students' to-do list and give them a deadline when they need to watch it. Okay, so, and then notify. I always do this when I'm finished. When I'm ready to publish, I notify users that this content has changed, save and publish. So I'm okay with publishing because I haven't published my course yet. So let's go back to home. You see them, my 2 weeks, my 2 modules are published, both of them. And they open up later. And then if you're ready, you can publish the entire course right here. Another thing came to our attention is whether you can import any material. So I can import from Commons. So I can go to where people share their modules or stuff. Let's say, again, I want to find something on physics or ESL.
Oh yeah, this is really cool.
So you go here and you can see there's a physics course, physics 2, course physics, and there's a module, introduction to physics. This is, I want to see what it is, for example. So I'm going to click on this and see what's the content here. So this is how the module is a section A, solving 2 steps algebraic equation tutorial, solving basic algebra problems. This is cool, table of SI units and so on. And the practice and quizzes and Khan Academy conversion factor tutorial. Oh, I didn't know this. See, it's an external link and so on. So let's say I like this one. I want to import, download, and I want to import it to my Physics 22 course, import into the course, for example. And so let's see, go back to my class. Hopefully it is already imported. There you go. Look, I have the entire module imported here. So this sign shows me it's a page. So if I click on this one, it's a discussion. Anyways, I think that's it about the page, creating a page. And I think we're at 12:54. I want to open it to people for questions. Anyone has any questions I can respond to?
Not seeing any yet. Let me go ahead and share our Padlet with you that I mentioned earlier, I think to a couple of you. One moment. So we're working actually on one for students. So, and these are things that you can also contribute to. So, for instance, when Myra brought up about the supporting English language learners, I was able to add that to our Padlet as a column. So we're now going to have that in there. So if you click on this link, it's going to let me share my, is it cool if I share my screen real quick?
Are you showing these links? Because I just brought it on the...
I'm showing the actual thing, unless you want to click on it. Oh, you can click on it.
Stop sharing.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Just wanted to make sure that this...
oh yeah, definitely. So yeah,
we talked about.
Yep. So these are tools that we have. These are various resources. we decided that it was important to be able to find a place where a lot of the resources that we were coming across could kind of live in an organized way. So you scroll down and you see more. So our wayfinding series, which you are attending right now, we hope that you'll be continuing to come with us along the journey and continuing to wayfind with us as we explore all of the different ways that we can support students and support each other and also grow as practitioners in this challenging time. So make sure to keep checking back, because next week we're going to be doing some slightly deeper dives, but also probably some slightly deeper dives into Canvas and into Zoom. And we will be, because we know, you know, Lilith and I have, you know, and others have talked about this already. It's like, oh, we're just like, you know, we can't say all the things, right? We can't do all the things right now. And more opportunities for you to kind of share with us as well. But just kind of, you know, as we move forward, looking at some of these things, we'll definitely be having those. And we're going to be sending out a survey to those who put the email in there, so we can get some more information about what you want as well and what you need, how we can best, you know, partner with you and figure things out together as well. Or if you might have some expertise and want to join in, we would love that too. So just a bunch of things like Zoom and FERPA is something that came up in one of our sessions. So we're trying to be really responsive. Like when people are asking about things, we're putting them up here. So this is a guide for FERPA in case you're wondering about like putting your materials up on.
Sorry, Keelan.
Yeah.
We don't see your screen, by the way. If that's
you can't see it?
No.
Oh my gosh. I'm like showing as if I'm showing it.
Yeah.
Oh my gatos. Okay. I've just been like talking about it and you can't see anything. Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you, Lilith. Okay, so yeah, the series is here, the Zoom sessions. You can see across. These have a lot of good resources in them. And then you can see that we just added, other pieces to it. So, you know, just kind of like looking at these and seeing what's missing as well would be really helpful. So that is all that I had to say about that part. So does anybody, again, have questions for Lilith or for me, for anybody? Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, so no questions in here right now. So you see our Padlet, the link is in the chat right now. And then I wanted to also link our upcoming session, which is coming up. We have one at 2:00 p.m. on Zoom. So if you want to continue on to that, and now I'm clicking on it, which is not good. Okay, let me cancel that. It's been a long day already. Okay, so I will go ahead and put that link in here rather than trying to open it and close this one. Let's see. Okay, so we would love it if you could join us there. And Hardeep says, appreciate taking time to share this info with us.
And we hope it was helpful for you guys. And
yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for your precious time for putting here. And we know how
It's 1 o'clock.
Well, that's my computer. It's
you know how it's 1 o'clock.
We know. We're making sure that we're not lost in time and space.
Yes.
Because I really lost. Oh, is it weekend? It's a day.
I know. And Lilith is like amazing. So she's been going back and forth between Zoom and Canvas and Zoom. So, but what's cool about that is the consistency of us being able to, you know, kind of think about like how do Zoom and Canvas also function together. So we thank you all for being here. We hope that you'll, and then the last thing that I wanted to mention before we skedaddle, as we say in Oregon, is to pace. There is a thought partner session coming up today at 5 p.m. With Miguel. And so if you would like to attend that, the thought partner sessions are times where you can really like ask any questions that you have and think through certain issues. Like yesterday, I spent a lot of time with somebody trying to figure out how to use discussions with their students. So, you know, these are kind of like one-on-one or, you know, however many people show up community hours. So have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you for these people who gave us a thumb up.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
All
all.
right. Appreciate
Bye.
you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
wonderful-
Hopefully we'll see you in an hour. Okay.
Yep. Bye-bye.